Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to show us another Adobe Illustrator tool called the Shape Builder tool. The Shape Builder tool is located over here on the left hand side. It is the 10th tool from the top, I believe. At the same time, it is also the Shift M on your keyboard shortcut. Now, with that being said, what we need to have for the Shape Builder to work is we need to have two shapes. Right now I have like an oval right here, or an ellipse. I'm not sure what the difference that way is. And then also a rectangle. And then the other part about these shapes is we want to have them intersecting. So I'm going to bring my top shape down to intersect with my rectangle. Now, for this one, I'm actually going to click and drag. After I'm going to select it, first of all, hold the Alt key down and click and drag to have a bottom shape that's very, very similar. So I'm going to try to make this kind of like a little can or a mug type shape eventually. Now, what the Shape Builder needs, once again, is shapes that intersect, so shapes that overlap. Now, the next thing is, what we need to do is then select them. So I'm going to click and drag with the selection tool from top to bottom and make sure I select all those shapes. Remember, a little, I guess, handy piece is if you ever don't get all the shapes, you can hold the Shift key down and select to grab more shapes, or use the Shift select to delete shapes from that selection, or deselect shapes from that selection. Now that I have all of these three shapes selected, I'm going to go to the Shape Builder. If I hover over top of the Shape Builder, it kind of shows you that if you click and drag through, it's going to combine them. All right. Now, the next thing, though, is I'm going to come over here, and for my top shape, I am going to click and drag through my portions of the circle that are showing up right here. And it combines them, kind of makes like almost a pill looking, or I guess if you turn your head sideways, almost like a switch or something like that, where it has like a main, I guess, display and then some little joysticks on the side. At the same time, I'm going to do an edit undo to kind of give back to the original shape. This time, I'm only going to click and drag through the bottom. So clicking and dragging through the bottom portion. Now it kind of looks like we have a cylinder shape. So once again, what we need for this Shape Builder tool to work is we need two shapes that are intersecting or overlapping, and we have to select all of them, and then we use the Shape Builder tool to click and drag to combine those shapes. Now, I'm going to do a different thing over here with my three rectangles. So I'm going to do a selection of the three rectangles by taking my selection tool and clicking and dragging through the three shapes. After I have the three shapes selected, this time I'm going to come in and I'm going to use my Shape Builder tool to click and drag, but I'm going to hold the Alt key down. So holding the Alt key down, you can see that it changes that plus, which is combining, to a minus. And this time, if I click and drag through those different surfaces, it leaves or cuts out that space. Right? And you're probably wondering, well, that didn't really look that cool. Why'd you do that for? Well, honestly, it was just showing you a different piece that way. If I added undo, and it'll show you what I could have done if I just clicked and dragged through those different sections and made it one shape, that's kind of the opposite of what could have happened. But once again, now the Alt key allows you to delete. So showing you what is like some potential for that is if I come in here and use my shapes I already have made, I have this little sun type shape over here, and I have this rectangle right next door. If I select the rectangle and I bring it over so it overlaps about halfway up my little star or sun shape, whatever you want to consider that, and I click and drag through to select both shapes, and then I go over and select my Shape Builder tool, hold the Alt key down and click and drag through that bottom portion, then I only have that top half of that shape. So I can also divide shapes that way. Now, the Shape Builder tool can be used for a lot of really cool things. Combining things, making silhouettes of shapes that have a lot of detail in them. At the same time, be as creative as possible and, well, play around a little bit and practice that Shape Builder tool. Thanks for watching the video. Have a great day.